Greetings and welcome everyone to Cardinal Quest 2. Cardinal Quest 2 is a streamlined roguelike according to the developer, which sounds good to me since I am all about roguelikes. Or at least I would be if I wasn't complete crap at them, which is why this game appeals to me since it sounds like it's roguelikes without all the hassle. So let's get it started. But before we get it started, actually, this game is still in development. There is currently only one act and also a few bugs present, but it is in a stable state. It's beta after all, so it's not like it's still in development. Well, I mean it is, but it's not, it's not like pre-alpha, which is what I'm trying to get across, okay. So Act 2 and Act 3 are still in development, but we can play Act 1, which is actually pretty cool. I've never actually beaten it, mind you, but from what I've played, it's pretty cool. There are 6 different classes, each with their own unique skill tree of sorts. Each character has their own special ability that they start off with and can be used to help them succeed. So you want to pick the class that most resembles your specific sort of playstyle. The fighter is more about brawn and attacking stuff and going berserk like "Argh!" But the thief is more about getting sneak critical hits on enemies instead of being seen. So each individual character has their own special way to play, and each character plays to a specific playstyle, and you want to make sure you pick one that is around yours. So yeah, the wizard and the ranger are both projectile based, so I'm going to actually pick the wizard since I'm a big fan of projectiles. They go whoosh and stuff. Now in terms of character creation, this game is a bit on the light side. You can pick your gender and the skin tone, but only 4 skin tones. You can't be orange for some reason. Developer, get on that. That's racist against Guidos. The Guido community shall boycott this game. You hear me? You best add in an orange color. But anyway, there are 3 difficulties that you can play on. Normal, normal, hard, and suicide. Hard and suicide are ridiculously tough. I cannot play on them for the life of me. So let's play on normal. In terms of controls, the game can be controlled by either using WASD, the number keys, Shift plus the number keys, and also the arrow keys. You can also just use WASD and use the mouse for all your abilities. So, say for example, I wanted to activate this scroll of summoning. I would have to press Shift plus 3 to activate that, or I could click on it. So let's actually press Shift plus 3. There we go. Now we have a new monster summoned. This game is turn-based, so to take a turn, you have to either move or click on your character to keep him still. So there we go. So, holy crap, that thing is amazing. You can tell what amount of turns you have taken in the bottom left-hand corner. You'll see here this little clock that counts your amount of turns that you have taken, and there's also this XP bar here. It's a little small, which is weird. I actually had no idea this was actually your XP bar for quite some time. If it was maybe more prominent and was maybe displayed up along here or something like that, then it'd be more obvious that it's, your XP bar. If it said like, hey, this is your XP bar, then I would realize it, because as of right now, I just had no idea what that was supposed to represent. But it's your XP bar. So you can level up in this game. Basically, you just fight enemies, you'll get some XP from them, and then after you level up, you have these skill trees that you can put in. These points that you can put in your skill trees. I apologize. So this is your skill tree. Each character has their own unique skill tree. It's the same in terms of its basic form. Like you'll start off with an attack, some defense, and health, but then onwards, there are each of these unique skills that only that specific class can get. Like, you can get an Ice Blast, like the fighter cannot get the Ice Blast. That's just not how those classes work, so they don't get those. So it's very nice and encourages you to play different characters and, go to your own sort of playstyle and build upon that. Now, in terms of gameplay, this game is very strategic based. You want to make sure it's more about positioning and making sure that you've set it up right than anything else. Like if you set it up and then just watch it all fall, it's going to work out fine. So you want to make sure that everything you have prepared, you want to make sure that your items are all ready, you have enough health to attack them, all your items have the correct cooldown. So let's actually shoot this fireball at this enemy. See, now in the hotbar you can see that this thing has gone gray or darkened. It has a little number 9 next to it, which means it will take 9 turns until it is ready to be used again. There we go. It is now ready to be used again. Let's equip this. You saw there that it has different attributes. Each of these little items here will increase your stats to a specific amount. This Ring of Wisdom, for example, will increase my intellect +1. So you can see on the sidebar here, each of our stats are listed, and you can also look at them to get a description as to what they do. For example, the attack increases your chance to hit or critical hit enemies, which is very nice. So let's also see the intellect. Your intellect is the rate at which magic skills recharge, so the Ring of Wisdom will give us +1 to that, so that's very nice. The game gives you actually a lot of information in terms of what you have. Now, you saw there was an item on the ground, and I walked over it, and he automatically sold it. Well, why was that? Well, because what happens is, if you pick up an item that is of equal value of your current item, or it's significantly worse than your current item, he will automatically sell it and just trade it for gold, instead of having you look at it, being like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's worse, and better sell it. It is a game without all the filler. It's very nice to see a game that's more about providing content for the game than just artificially lengthening the game with just horrible inventory management and crap like that. So it's just beautiful to see just a game that understands that players want to play your game, not be forced to go on fetch quests that serve no purpose at all. That is not fun, so it's good to know that someone out there actually understands that. So thank you, game. Thank you. So now we can level up. Let's increase our spell damage, and then we can follow this skill branch tree thing all the way up until the Ice Blast, which is an amazing attack, actually. I really like that. The Wizard is probably my favorite character out of all of the characters that you can choose from, since he has the Fireball attack. And the Fireball attack, oh man, it is rad. You just keep on walking, and then you attack them, and it's just, they get set on fire and they die. It doesn't do any chip damage over time or anything like that. It just does a specific amount of damage, and then that is it. But it has a long range, and you can also just reuse it a lot since it has a short cooldown, which I'm a big fan of. Short cooldown? Yeah, definitely. I like that. Maybe it's not so great in terms of balance, but whatever. The Fireball is actually the special ability that the Wizard has. All the other characters have their own little one, like the Fighter, for example, has a Berserk, which will increase his attack +3 for a short duration of time, and the Wizard's is the Fireball and this little teleport away thing. The teleport away thing will be used on enemies to teleport them away. Like, who would have guessed that? I know, it's crazy. So if we see here, oh no, I'm all surrounded. I better teleport one of these characters away so the odds are more in my favor. So let's get rid of this guy. There we go. So now he's all the way over there, and now I only have to fight these two. See? It's much simpler. So it is more about strategy and planning than it is about just brute forcing it. It's like if I was to fight them all head on head, I'd probably get my shit wrecked, because this game is pretty difficult. Although it's not too difficult right now since we're on the first level, but later on in the game it gets significantly more difficult. Around level 4 or so, that's when it gets pretty tough. Okay, so this is a scavenger. The scavenger will give you items that you can purchase in exchange for your gold that you have gotten. So this is a Potion of Reflection, a Hearty Axe, and Holy Armor. And I can't purchase anything except this Potion of Reflection. So I have 135 gold, and this is 50 gold. So if you purchase it, 50 gold, there we go. Now he has taken 50 gold from me, and I've been given an item. You know, that's how it works. That's how shops work. So it's basic stuff. It works, and it's nice. And I have just gotten a full healing potion there, and that has been automatically put into my inventory. This is actually as close to an inventory as you'll get in this game. This game is all about minimizing filler, and that includes inventory management. So you basically just get this as far as an inventory goes. There's no Tetris inventory management like in Deus Ex and other games like that. No, this is just, once this is filled up, that's it. No more items for you, or you can just drop one of these items and exchange them. That's how it works. Okay, so we have just completed this level. Doing so will fill our health, sorry, and then it allows us to continue to advance. Now, in terms of what I think this game can do better is the art style for the characters themselves aren't that great. Now, if we look at the backgrounds, they are beautiful, fantastic looking. But the character arts, it doesn't really suit them. Like, there's these very high detailed backgrounds, and then you've got these rather low detailed sprite works, which is a little odd that they would do that since, you know, we've got this high art style for the background and then kind of not as good art for the sprites. It creates this weird disconnect between art styles. It's like, oh, it's like having Crisis looking like Crisis and then having the gun look like voxels. At least that's what it feels like to me. So I feel like they should maybe change how the sprites look, because it just doesn't really fit the feel of the backgrounds. It's very disconnected in terms of art style, but that may just be me being overly critical because I'm a former sprite artist, but whatever. It's a critique, man, and it counts. That's the important thing. In terms of music, this game is actually really nice. And I realize I said I'm going to talk about things that I don't like, but just the music is really nice. Let me just actually go to the options menu so I can turn it up. Actually, I suppose this is now a nice little time to talk about the options menu. There aren't that many options. It's got a volume slider, which is fucking fantastic. Thank you. But in terms of other options, that's really all you've got. There's no resolution changes. It's just full screen on or off. So it's either your maximum screen resolution or this very small window that's like 300 by 300, something like that. And you can rebind all your keys, which is very nice. But aside from that, yeah, there's not many options. There's no just screen resolution changes, no VSync or anything like that. It's just a bit odd. But anyway, yeah, the music, that's what let's talk about. See, it's very nice sounding. It's very nice. Let me just actually put that down again. There we go. Just put it a little bit higher. And the sound as well. The sound in this game is actually really nice. You can tell when you hit something or what the hell's going on. Like, if we go in here, you can tell when you're in the bushes because of this sound. It's a nice, loud sound that you can tell. It's like, oh, I can tell I went in the bush just by hearing that sound notification. I can tell by sound when something gets blocked. See? You can hear it. It's nice, loud, vicious, visceral sound. And it's just, it works fantastically. It's very nice. Let me just kill this guy before we exit this place. I believe that's all the enemies in this area. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think we explored everything, but whatever. It's good enough for me. Actually, you know what? Before we go, we might as well actually explore the rest of the world, or the rest of the level, sorry, so that we can find the enemies. So because if we get low on health, well, we can just run up to the exit and then just get our health filled back up that way. Okay, look at that. See, it was good for us to explore. I don't want to increase my speed. That's a horrible weapon. Yep, that's nice. I would like it if it automatically picked up items that are significantly better. Like that item there, it was only a positive and no negatives. So it's a bit strange that they wouldn't just automatically give you the positive stuff. They automatically sell your negative weapon. They automatically sell and get rid of your weapons that are significantly worse, but they don't automatically pick up weapons that are significantly better. I don't know. I feel like they should only really show what things you want to pick up if it's a side grade. Like this, you know, the damage is lowered, but your speed is increased. Like, what do you want, man? What do you want? It's got a positive here. It's got a negative there. It's like, what do you want? So, and then, like, that makes sense. But for items that are significantly better, it's like, man, do I really want to have 1,000,000 more health? Really? It's like, that's not a difficult decision at all. That is obvious. It's like, yes, give me that 1,000,000 more health. So it's just odd that they would be like, we're going to get rid of filler, but then we're going to have this type of filler content here where you're just like, do I really want to have this obviously better thing? It's like, yes, I do. Why wouldn't you? So maybe if you get rid of the notification that you get something better, that would help. I don't know. That's just what I feel. There we go. See the sound effects there? You can tell when something is happening. You can tell that your health has been increased, or healed rather. You can tell, oh, hello. The heck is this, a werewolf? I've never actually seen this werewolf before, huh? So, yeah, this goes to show how the fuck? I literally just sent you away and you're already back. That's bullshit. Okay, health potion. Teleports you to a random location. Oh, Jesus Christ, this was a horrible mistake. I'm now surrounded. Fantastic. Great. What is this thing, actually? Uses it, slows a monster down for a short duration. Oh, okay. I think I've actually been using that, but I just didn't realize I was using that. Oh, hold on. This has something special on it. It's Wandering Full Plate Armor. Huh. Max resist up to... Sure, I'll take it. See, just like that. It's like, that was obviously better. That was obviously a good... Ah, fucking ogre. This is actually a little bit annoying, actually. So, looking at that, you're probably like, well, he doesn't look that tough, because he looks kind of, you know, easy to beat. But in reality, he's a really difficult enemy. He has a ton of health. and he can easily mess your day up. So I feel like a little more transparency in terms of what level an enemy is or how difficult they are would be nice. See, because because everything else, like, this game is all about, you know, being obvious, no super high difficulty curve, it says, and then it just does this sort of thing where it doesn't give you like a huge amount of information when it comes to the difficulty of fighting certain enemies, and it's a bit odd that they would do that. I don't know. I say that a lot. I don't know. It's just because this is made by a professional game developer, and you know, I'm just a guy who's, you know, talking on a YouTube channel. Just so that's why I'm saying I don't know. But I suppose since I'm a gamer, I don't know. There I go again. Anyway, this level is probably the most commonly I see this generated in the most common ways. Like the end of the level is always up here. It's really weird. I'll always walk straight up, and then it's the end of the level always up here. I have my doubts about whether or not this specific level is randomly generated or not. It says like it's all randomly generated and stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my terms mixed up and it's actually just using a different terms. I don't know. I say that at like the end of every area cleared. Whatever. Anyway, oh, I suppose I should mention story. This game has a very, very little story, but I feel like, I'm not sure if that's just because it's, you know, still in beta and they haven't put in the story, or if that's a design choice and they don't want to put in story to slow down the pace of gameplay, but I feel like this game has just the right amount of story to keep you going and to have motivation for your actions, that it doesn't become annoying or anything like that. So it's fine by me. Would you guys please go away? Thank you. Oh, that didn't do anything! My god. Okay, I found the stairs. Oh dear, this is not going to be good. May have to... Oh, there we go. Speed! Sweet. Now I can quickly make my way out of here. Alright, you guys come up here. See what happens. There we go. Alright, same goes for you, Mr. Ogre. You wanna go me? You wanna go? Fine, I'll fight you, mate. I fought you on the streets. I fight you everywhere and everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. That thing is completely useless now. Jeez. Okay, slow you down. There we go. Now I should have a better time. Get out of here. Oh, come. Jesus Christ, this is bad. Go over there. Thank you. See, like I said, you want to make sure that you have the correct amount of skills ready to go, so you can fight all these enemies and such. So you don't get overwhelmed. Like, you got to make sure that your skills are perfectly resourced and you have corrected the amount of items that you have. Like, for example, see here how... Did he just really negative speed that thing? Oh, no, actually, that has a blue little glow around here. So that means he has a positive attribute to him. So we actually probably going to die here. There we go. That worked out in the end. See? This game is all about making sure that you have your skills ready to go at a specific time, and if not, well then you're pretty much going to have a bad time, because otherwise you're just going to die. I should have probably left. Oh dear. You stop. There we go. Ooh, scroll of blink. Teleport you to a random location. Sure, there we go. Sweet. Now it gives me time to calm down and get my stuff back up. There we go. Oh, hello, ogre. Jesus Christ. Because I leave one ogre and another ogre finds me. This is ridiculous. I hate ogres so much. See, this is why I never liked Shrek. Never liked Shrek because, you know, I realized in the future I was going to play this game and the ogres in this game were going to annoy the crap out of me. So annoying. The ogres can deal massive amounts of damage, and oh, that's nice. They can deal massive amounts of damage, and they also have a huge amount of health. So you really want to make sure you don't mess with them. All right, there we go, out of there. On the second to last level for this act. Oh my, I might actually beat this game. Probably not, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, the ogres in this game, they have a ton of health, they do tons of attack, and they move relatively fast as well. So it's quite difficult to beat them, so the fact that they constantly spawn is really annoying, but I suppose it's, hey, gotta make it difficult somehow. And once you enter this castle area, this is when it starts to get really difficult, because of the amount of ogres that spawn, really. Everything else, you know, like, I couldn't care less, but the ogres are really what will mess you up, just because of, you know, their high health, high attack, fast speed. They're pretty much amazing. So actually, it's locked. I'll need a key. Okay, so we need to pick up a key. And also, we have a freaking ogre to fight. 2 ogres! Wow! Fantastic. See, what did I say? They'll just spawn a ton of ogres. And that's how they'll make it difficult. And that's a lieutenant. Oh, that's going to be tough since he's actually a tough one. Oh, +3 attack. Great. Let's actually teleport him away. What the fuck was the point of that? Okay, put him into a deep slumber instead. Jeez. Okay, get out of here. Oh dear, this is not going to work out well. Nope. Did you see that? It teleported him to 1 square below me. I think it actually made him close to me. That was the worst way to use that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I suppose that's that's the risk versus resort. Risk versus reward for that item or spell. You can teleport them a million miles away, or you can teleport them closer to you. So it's definitely a risky use. Would you stop attacking me? Thank you. After casting a spell, gain a 20% chance that it will automatically be able to be reused again. I am down with that. Let's actually see what I got here. Much sought by this reflect magic. That was probably a dumb idea to use now. Actually, I need to... Ah, crap. Okay, so yeah, I need a... Shit. This is going to be tough. You go away. Damn it! That didn't work. Oh well. The lieutenants, well, they'll get you, man. They'll get you. Anyway, this has been Cardinal Quest 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. Basically, it's a pretty awesome game. The sprite work isn't the best. The music is fantastic. The sounds are very clear and awesome. And yeah, it's an awesome game. You should go buy at least 70 copies. Thank you for sticking around, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. You can purchase this game right now on Desura. And you can also vote for it on Steam Greenlight. GG.